A cool and wet spring got the farming season off to a bit of a rocky start, but area farmers are celebrating higher than expected crop yields. Rock County reporter Margo Spann has more on what this could mean for consumers and the 2012 harvest.
It was a double bump that we didn't anticipate.
This snow-covered field is a small part of the 3,000 acres of crops grown by the Arndt family. Alan Arndt says the weather made for a difficult growing season that included some delays in when farmers could get their crops into the ground.
With the weather that we had, you never really know how good your yields are going to be until they're home on the farm in the bin. And I think a lot of people in this area were pleasantly surprised.
We were down just a little bit from the record year, which was 2010.
Jim Studi is a crops and soils educator for UW Extension. He says Rock County and southern Wisconsin farmers in general had a good year.
When they have a good year, they're able to pay down debt from bad years, or they're able to replace equipment and upgrade to the latest technologies.
Studi says it's difficult to predict what a good year for farmers will mean for consumers.
Wisconsin is just a small piece in the overall puzzle in United States grain production in particular. So prices have gone down a little bit, and so that should be reflected in the prices we see at the grocery store.
Higher crop prices can be a good thing for crop farmers, but for livestock owners, it can mean an increase in the cost of feed.
As a diversified farm, when we make a little extra money in the grain business, typically that results in more expenses for the livestock business.
Arndt says it's difficult to say how much of an increase they've seen providing feed for about 2,000 cattle. Balancing profits with an increase in cost is what he says is the nature of their business.
If we had a year next year like this one, we'd be very happy again.
In Rock County, Margo Spann, WISC News 3.
UW Extension's crop and soils educator says there is a possibility this positive farming trend could continue. He says an increase in snow and rain would raise the level of moisture stored in the soil and make for a good harvest later on this year.